The Rancor's Brothel presents a Dungeons & Dragons campaign.
Out of the abyss.
Kier sits up.
You alright, love?
Yeah, like normal. I got the shit beat out of me, but you're all still living, so... fellas, and I salute the dwarfs. I reach into my pack
Corporal?
and put on my pin.
Very shakily.
No, I'm at...
You just stab it into your skin. You don't give a fuck anymore.
I would say I'm at just as many hit points now as I was for the last 2 rounds of combat. Like, I'm good to go. Let's... Ding, ding. I hear the bell. Let's fight. Are there any others that need to be cleared out?
I think we
There was a bunch of dretches that ran past you, but no.
What in the 9 hells happened here? Where's Bruenor?
He's up in the throne room.
I push my way past them.
The attacks have been coming more and more.
Perfect. Let's go talk to the king.
I'm gonna take 4 hours, and then I'm going with you.
I'm
you want to
going
go
straight to the
king, you
throne
talk to
room.
the king. I'm gonna fucking rest.
You realize you're safer to rest up in the throne room
That's a fair point.
than you are
No.
where the attack was.
No, the
dumb
random mushroom field, definitely more safe than the throne room.
I'll hide under a mushroom. They
The
won't
half
see
a
me.
mushroom field.
Yeah.
Just this half is gone.
It's more like a third.
We don't know what's beyond this circle that he drew everything inside of, which is why I thought we were stuck in it.
Okay, how late you guys want to go?
I mean, we can have
We
a
good to go?
conversation with Bruenor if you want.
Okay.
I mean, I got a softball game in the morning, but I got another hour.
I was gonna say it's 11
An
o'clock,
hour,
so it's up
okay.
to you, man.
I just want to know what my target is.
Yeah.
4 a.m.
Yeah, you guys make your way up through the city, take the train back up to the level where the government stuff is. I'm
eating leftover frittata.
I'm just pulling off mushrooms as I walk out of here.
I just like the idea,
not
since I lost the whole book thing, I also like the idea that she's actually an incredible chef, because it is some of my skill set.
Yeah, I remember.
Like,
I always forget you're a cook.
yeah, no, pretty goddamn good one. Just every time I end up cooking, something horrible happens.
Wait, was there anything on the bodies, by the way?
Oh, no.
Okay, just check.
She's pulling out delicious meat pastries or something.
Can I
You
see
know,
the
in all
picture of
honesty,
the
I'm
thing that
still
we
not
killed?
sure how that works, because it used to list in each monster what kind of treasure you could find, but
Could roll on a random table.
I could, but I don't want to give you extra shit that you're not supposed to get.
It doesn't have to be magical. Can I see the picture of the lady we killed?
You can.
Now that she's
This is a Marileth.
yuck.
It's Cassiopeia with swords.
Real quick, I want to figure out what level encounter this was.
Yeah, do we level up? Because that would be useful. We've had quite a few big fights and haven't leveled in, 3 sessions? Accurate?
The number of
Experience points does grow, Lucas.
Well, yes.
Include the things that Lucas one-shotted as well.
Yeah, there were 5 of them. Those points go to me.
Those quarter CRs that they had.
Those points go to me. I thought that was a brilliant start. It helped. Definitely helped.
Yeah, because if we're dealing with wading through those fuckers while the others are hitting you with reach attacks, yes.
For your level, that is a deadly encounter.
I figured it was.
You think?
No, I didn't know if it was hard or deadly.
I mean, it's above the minimum requirement for deadly,
Gotcha.
but that would be
It's definitely more fun than the shit they probably give you in the book, I'm sure.
most of the encounters in the book don't go beyond about CR6.
Which is a joke.
For this high of a level characters that we are.
Well, no, you just
Unless you're fighting demon lords.
Well, that's a fair point.
you just have they.
Although we
Josh
have
has an excellent
killed our
speech.
fair share of demon lords.
Josh has an excellent speech on why D&D does what it does, and he basically his point boils down to is that they want you to be heroes. So D&D is built in with the thought that it's idiots who have bad rolls that still have a good chance to win.
Yeah.
So if you run it straight out of the book without fudging anything, Like, you can run it for children, and children should still win most of the
Yeah,
time.
in fairness, though, we're idiots with moderate rolls in this fight, and we still came out on top.
But that's the thing. It's a deadly... It's like, this is CR... I don't know, 18?
That was about my guess.
20? Like, it's significantly...
I don't know, because...
There's a multiplier that gets
2
involved.
6s, 2 7s, a bunch of quarters, and a 16.
I told you, you shoved me off when I told you that those 4 were above 20.
That is not how that works.
Yeah, that's not how... the CR has, like, a There's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Because, like, 2 CR10s are not necessarily the same as 1 CR20.
Right.
The way it calculates in the DMG is very weird. Like, I would have to do exactly what Jeff did, which is sit there with a pen and paper and look at it. I've never done it enough to calculate it.
Yeah, for your level, a deadly encounter is 18,000 experience points worth of shit. And this was about 25,000.
Which, I mean, it played as advertised, because deadly is what, expend 75 to 95% of resources or something like that. There's something in the
Or
book
die.
that defines it. Or die, yeah.
I mean, yeah, I have, I think, 2 spell slots left.
So yeah, throw
I
in
didn't
room.
want y'all to get bored.
No, the last 2 fights have been great. It just continues to solidify that I would like to write adventures with you, Jeff. Because I think if I sit down and come up with some interesting things and some interesting scenarios, you can come up with some interesting combat. We can get this shit knocked out.
I don't want to play that game.
I'm telling you, I'm really considering, now that I've got Rapana Thuk, thinking about how that would make an awesome DCC game.
Yeah, I could see that.
Bruenor.
Yes, you guys will be taken directly to King Bruenor. He knows about the attack. He's heard that you guys intervened. He is thankful. He wonders what the hell you're doing back here.
And you're gonna buy us a tank.
You're resting.
Nope, he spoke. He broke his rest.
King Bruenor. We are headed for Luskan.
Insight rolls.
That's not a bad roll.
I was looking at a butterfly.
15.
15.
You're resting.
Okay.
15?
Yep.
I heard it.
Schroeder?
15.
Not really asleep.
No, you put in your your ear things, your ear pods.
Put in my
and
Fey pods.
and you put on your
I put in my Fey pods and just...
and you put on your sleep mask,
Yeah.
Yeah, mine was just a 10.
and you sit in the corner and you go,
Kelnarine.
I'm not the one.
Shut up.
You
Fucking song.
you say Luskan, and Bruenor blinks.
Neat.
something wrong, sire.
Does he not
Why
normally
are-
blink?
Why are you... No, like, what you said jarred him out of... He wasn't expecting that. Why are you going to Luskan?
Vacation.
Hey, the beaches are great.
Who the
this time
hell
of
are
year.
you?
The food alone is worth the trip.
To hunt down a... Yeah, I was just say, Bruenor doesn't really know that we have 2 entirely different people adventuring with us, right?
No,
He's reincarnated.
he didn't know the first guy.
Still another, yeah.
Yeah, I know. I just feel like... we're hunting down an archmage.
Want to
Which
join?
one?
Risky.
Gromf.
Newt Bonray.
We killed 2 of the demon lords, by the way.
Did do that. Killed being...
No,
Perhaps the wrong
we
verb.
killed them.
You weren't there.
Yes, I was.
No, you...
Yes, I was.
Do the roar.
You're asleep.
You're a dragon.
Yeah, because technically you have the same brain.
Was that a Shrek 4 reference?
It's one. I love you, Daddy. It's one of his. It's one of his people. Like dragon, do the roar.
I hate Lucas so much.
I'm awake tonight, guys. This is great.
We just discussed this. You're asleep.
Lucas is awake.
Did take out 2 demon lords. That is accurate. 3? 2?
Wasn't it 3?
3, I think, technically.
Total, right?
Technically, 3 are dead.
Yeah.
Right?
Didn't we fight one in some Dreamscape, Dream Warriors, Freddy Krueger shit?
Something like that. Or was that?
No,
part
that
of-
was the same one.
That was part of the duel.
That was the one that that Jublex
I
killed.
swear there was another one before that.
You had one in the gym. One of you still has that black gem on you.
Maybe that's what we're looking at. It's in a lead box, I think. Didn't we say we were going to put it in the box or some kind? I don't remember.
But yes, it appears critical to get a hold of the Archmage of Menzoberranzan's spellbook.
Why would you think Luskin? Canterbury's there now.
Really? You might ask her if she's seen any drow archmages hiding in a tower in the middle of town. Because we got a vision that that's where he's at. It is very disturbing to me, King Bruenor, if there is the...
Make another insight roll. I mean...
Yeah, your daughter's there. Perfect. 15.
23.
Not even close to that, so.
He's trying to play it off. He knows.
Fuck him up.
He knows Gromp's there?
The fuck is that?
What? Did something crawl behind the
Behind the
Dracula
Dracula one.
Behind it?
Yeah, I saw, like, movement.
A big bug?
Big enough that I noticed it from here.
Like a centipede.
Okay.
It's a little silverfish.
Killed a big one in my bedroom, not that big. Fucking suck. Millipede, centipede.
Yeah, you're pretty sure he's got... He's not surprised by the news. He's more freaked out that you know it. And he's not saying anything about it.
It's kind of rude.
That's what you get.
Is there a reason why you didn't, when we said Luskin, you didn't automatically know that it was Gromp? Or at least tried to act like you didn't?
Is there a reason you're a piece of shit?
Is there a reason why you're going to act like you didn't know exactly who the fuck we were talking about when we said Archmage and Luskin?
Well, right now there are a lot of mages in Luskin who could legitimately be considered archmages in their own right.
But are they official? Like, are
But
they
the
in
one that brought all the
leaderboard?
demon lords, by the way, to this plane of existence, that would be Gromp.
I know.
How do you know?
Because he told me.
It's a trap.
He is helping rebuild the host tower. We have to have the host tower put back in place.
Can I cast Greater Restoration on Bruenor?
Yes.
I will do that.
Okay.
I don't know, just see if there's something that's maybe clouding his mind.
Absolutely not.
Oh, no. You used to have like a helm of like thoughts or something.
So why are you helping the guy who brought the demon lords here?
Honestly, he's helping us.
Sounds to me like it's playing you.
Elaborate any moment would be great.
You remember the whole primordial thing down below in the forge, right?
Yeah.
Without that host tower, we've been losing control of it. Gradually. As we ever since we came back to Gauntlgrim, we've never been able to keep it completely under control, and it's gotten worse. So they're rebuilding the host tower. The host tower is what generates the power that fuels the water elementals that keep that thing in check.
And the most powerful drow sorcerer alive is just doing
Couldn't
this.
go back to Menzoberranzan.
So he's decided to help Gauntlgrim out of the charitable dark black pit of his heart?
I mean, he is kind of an asshole.
And why couldn't he go back to Menzoberranzan?
I point to the wounds that I have in my open chest from fighting. Like, yeah, no, the whole bringing demon lords, kind of an asshole move. Or with them destroying, all kinds of cities in the Underdark, right? Yeah. But apparently we can't put Pandora back in the box without talking to him.
You can talk. Go look for Kashan, the new head of the Arcane Brotherhood.
All right.
Can you give us a letter, token or something to say, hey, we're friends?
Canterbury can vouch for you.
She good eggs?
Cadbury eggs.
Oh,
Jeff was lost.
Jeff was lost.
Because both Jeff and Cody have seen it written, so it looks nothing like Cadbury.
Yeah, it does not look at all.
It's like
Cadbury.
it has a hyphen in it,
They're only
so
good
Lucas
for
will be
like a
happy.
week. The Catholic laugh.
Quick way to get there, or
I mean, it's 100 and some miles from here.
all right.
No teleportation circle or anything cool?
I don't know that there's one in Luskin yet. I don't know that there's enough of the tower there to have it yet.
Did that rich dwarf build that hyperloop, or
To the fog cloud.
Yes, I will sleep because I'd like to heal. It doesn't sound like he's leaving anytime soon, and it sounds like he's on our side, sort of. So
We'll find out.
I've only got one 6th level slot, so I have to rest, and I have to prepare that.
Oh no,
that-
we're absolutely resting. Yeah.
unless you have any objections, Jeff, I was just gonna not level up, but
I was just gonna.
I'm just gonna level up.
18 sound good for you? Or should I go to 20?
I'll take 16.
I've just erased
14.
You can
upgraded.
rest.
Yep. All right,
And
let's go to Luskin.
Let's go to the mall.
I'm gonna go pee before I do anything else today.
Is there anything we need to do in Gauntlgrim? Because Kira's just gonna say, "Let's go." I mean,
What is there to do there?
it's a giant dwarven forge.
Are there things you can like sell and get rid of that we don't need anymore?
It's up to you. Do you want more money?
I mean, yeah, money is not an issue. We have money, so
You've not been here long enough to be allowed to sell all the other stuff from before. Sorry,
I'm not talking in character. I'm literally just talking.
not either.
Okay.
Go pee, Lucas.
So up to the surface and fly like the wind.
although I mean, it does beg. Can we?
You taking the time to fill Bruenor in on what's going on, or
I mean, I might as well. I will sit down and give him a full report. I need to rest, but
yeah?
I just like I like this image of, I don't know, some dwarven clerics like run in and I'm talking about things and they're like pulling off armor and bandaging up and,
Yeah.
pulling claws and teeth of monsters out. And yeah, I will, I don't want to be as presumptuous as to think that I would eat with the king, but,
Oh no, you guys would absolutely be honored guests.
tell him about how those other guys died. Apparently, there is not a big Circle of Death Tyrant secrets. Apparently, that was just a side quest. Think about the egg on my face, King Bruenor. And then these other fuckers, leapt off of this, this giant pit and then turned them to dust. Fucking crazy shit. Just awful. But yeah, tell him about everything that's going on, everything we fought.
We've killed 3
The
beholders
angels.
of purple worm. And just start.
Two purple worms.
Did we fight 2?
Yeah.
Oh.
We do have time and money, so can that work for us in any way?
With the problems with the primordial, the forge is not pumping out much in the way of magical items.
Okay.
I mean, that would be the big thing, actually, that we could get in Gauntlgrim would be if we got more magical items or armor. That would be clutch. But I think Jeff has taken that off the table.
Trade some stuff in.
I mean, yeah, if you want to shave off some of your inventory, that's fine. But
Cool fire sword, which doesn't really help with demons.
How about a cold sword?
I mean, if we got an ice sword, sign me up.
Ice swords do double damage. But yeah, unless Bruenor has any reason for us to stay or wants to provide us any other information, I'll just give him a battle report.
no, he will let you know that when Grumpf teleported away from Menzo Berenson, he showed up here.
Why here?
He felt he had an ally here.
Who would that ally be?
A mercenary named Jarlaxle.
There's that name again.
Yeah, I know who it is. Cody knows who it is. Kira doesn't know who it is.
What the fuck did... Asshole.
I'm not going to spoil Jeff's fun. Jarlaxle can be a lot of fun. Like herpes is fun.
Who's Jarlaxle?
Jarlaxle is the head of a mercenary band out of Menzoberranzan called Bregendarth.
Okay.
You look confused.
Nah, well, something's connecting in my head.
Is it a thought?
Was it all the stuff I was talking about earlier?
Kind of. and they're friends because...
So...
No, I want an answer to this question.
Okay.
Because they've had dealings. Jarlaxle has done work for Gromf. He's done work for the houses. He's a very independent
Contractor.
Independent from the matron mothers. And just like Gromf wants things to be. They see eye to eye in quite a few ways. What?
Nothing. I see what you're doing. Kira doesn't understand. Cody understands what you're doing.
That's the thing is I think I understand. Or I could be making it up, but I don't.
So question.
Yes.
How long ago was Gromf here? Was it like he teleported straight from Menzoberranzan to here as soon as he released the Demon Lords? Which means you would have known about all of this before sending us back down in the Underdark?
Some of it, yes.
Asshole.
But he wouldn't have necessarily known. See, the thing that we need to fill Bruenor in on that he definitely wouldn't know unless he's got sources other than us is all the shit going down with Araj. That's stuff we've all discovered.
Well, and in all honesty, Gromf didn't know exactly what he did. He did not grasp the full implications of what he did. All he knows is that he botched a ritual, and Demogorgon popped up in the middle of Menzoberranzan and tore everything to hell.
Gotcha.
He just knew he couldn't go home.
So how aware now is he of what he botched up?
Some of the reports that have come back from the folks that went with you, either through factions or whatever, some of that information has gotten back, and they're figuring out that it's a much more widespread problem.
So if it hasn't been spelled out, like all of the Demon Lords escaped except for one.
Technically, two.
No, they all got out of the abyss.
Yeah.
He said the thing, guys. He said the thing.
I didn't even mean to. I'll give you 3 guesses on who's left behind. The first 2 don't count.
Bruenor probably wouldn't know. But yeah, you can kind of explain the whole thing to him.
We don't have to worry about Zuktamoy or Jublex anymore.
You guys handled the both of them.
We did.
Yep. Single-handedly.
And we fought Freddy Krueger.
That's amazing.
There were a couple of Myconids who died in the process.
We lost some. They lost some.
You handled two demon lords, but a beholder took out half the party. Interesting.
Easy. It's a touchy subject.
Got a few lucky shots in.
Okay.
Some misappropriated rules.
Anything else you want to talk to Bruenor about?
No, I think going to Luskan is the next order of business.
Okay.
I want to see what's going on there. Very excited.
Okay.
Let's talk to Gromf.
You guys can rest up, and you'll have your spell, and you can get there in a couple hours.
Yep. We can do that.
So, once you cast your spell and you wind walk there, are you going straight to the tower? Are you going to go through the city? What are you going to do?
We want to find Cadbury.
And her delicious cream eggs.
Not in a sexual way. Just state that.
Okay, going at 600 feet per 6 seconds or whatever it is,
Yeah.
you're not going to be able to spot her.
I mean, we can not go that fast.
No. When you're in the spell, no, you can't. The only action you can take is dash.
Or end the spell.
Yep.
I mean, I think that's the thing. We drop down outside of town and we walk into town. I mean,
Okay, there's 2 gates. There's the north bank and the south bank.
we would have approached from the south bank, I presume, yeah?
Wouldn't we just pop in town?
I mean, we could.
Like, fuck a gate.
We all just wisp and pop right in the middle of town square.
It worked for Harry Potter.
I'm not opposed to that. It may cause a stir. As opposed to landing outside town and walking into the gate like normal.
Okay, I just sent you guys a picture. It's a map of Luskin.
So essentially,
The north gate would be the closest to Gauntlgrim.
The south gate is closer to the host tower.
I'm really loving Blood Island. That sounds...
Do you want to try and skip the wall and attract attention then? Or do you want to walk in?
There is a beach. You can totally go hang out on the beach if you want.
yeah, but looking at this, it seems like the beach is down below some cliffs. Now, from our understanding before, the North Island is uninhabited, correct? Or the north side of the river?
Oh, that is true, right? You did say it was full of warehouses.
The Mirabar Shield,
Yeah.
that is the dwarven trading company that was there. That is abandoned.
Got ya.
You could land there.
But the rest of this place, it looks like maybe 1 in every 6 buildings is
Occupied.
destroyed almost. Dilapidated, left abandoned. Some of them, it looks like giant chunks of stone went through the house or the building, and nobody's been there to clean it up.
Just
Gotcha.
drop into that trading company and walk down the road.
You could. Is that what you guys want to do?
I'm down with that.
Sure.
I'm not necessarily opposed to that.
That's fine.
Okay. So these magical streaks of wind and cloud come blowing into the city, over the wall, and land in the Mirabar Shield.
Yep.
Okay. What are y'all doing? Once you're in there, heading straight for the host tower. You gonna? Or
Did you meet,
is there something
did you meet
else you wanna
Canterbury?
do?
I would assume that I had met her before. She would have been there at the beginning, wouldn't she have?
Right.
Okay. So send a
Send
message
to her?
Yeah. I would just send a message to her.
Hey, bro.
Yeah.
Just arrived into town trying to get some insight on what's going out or what's going on. Fancy a pint. TTYL. Something to that effect, I think, would be good.
You'll get a message back saying, One-Eyed Jack's, an hour and a half.
Okay. Do we know where One-Eyed Jack's is?
You could probably find out fairly easily. It's a tavern and inn on the just inside the north gate.
Cool. Well, we picked the right side of town.
Okay. We will walk that direction.
Okay. Just out of curiosity, what is everybody's passive perceptions?
20.
12.
17.
That's not true.
16.
I was going to say 20 is
I know. As a
almost
joke.
impossible.
How does it? How is that calculated again?
10 plus your
10 plus your perception.
perception.
So mine is 15.
15. Okay. So 17's the high.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you'll be able to find your way to One-Eyed Jack's. It's a fairly... It's one of the only busy places that you see on this side of the river.
Sorry, it's plus your perception score, not your wisdom modifier? I thought it was
Your
wisdom.
perception score.
Are you proficient in perception?
That's why it's passive perception.
Yes.
Then it's your perception score plus 10.
17.
Okay.
I always thought it was wisdom modifier.
It's basically as if you rolled a 10 on a perception roll.
Gotcha.
Everybody can give me either an insight or a perception.
Go with perception.
That is a 1.
Sweet.
16.
17.
22.
You did good.
There's a lot of drow here.
In the sun?
Yeah. Working the docks, rebuilding buildings. Yeah.
I mean,
An inordinate amount.
it kind of makes sense.
As in refugees from a destroyed Minza Baranzan.
We have 2 big wig drows running the place.
Okay, sure. I'll go with that.
I mean, relative, yeah.
Do I throw him a bone, Jeff?
I don't care.
Okay. Couple of questions.
Yes.
These are more Cody questions, but male or female?
Male. And female, actually.
Male predominantly? Or, so clearly not
predominantly.
Male predominantly, but not exclusively.
Correct.
Which does tell you something. Attire?
No, they're drow.
Nothing out of the ordinary. Work clothes.
Sigils or other decoration?
No.
Females, anything special about any of the females in terms of attire or walking around, what they're doing?
Give me an insight roll on top of your perception.
That's not bad. You said insight?
Yep.
Insight's not a good roll for me. 12. I'm fine if that's not enough. I know that I'm pushing.
For your character as a fighter, you would notice that most, if not all of them, move like fighters.
Interesting. Okay.
They're not just simple deckhands or something like that.
Sure.
They are more well trained in other things than what they're doing right now.
Sure. Is there any hostility or deference between the male and female interactions?
No.
Okay. That's really what I wanted to hit on. Curiouser and curiouser.
All very good questions.
Thanks. It's like I'm a fan of the drow. I want to know what the fuck is going on. And no holy symbols. I mean, you're not, I'm not seeing any sort of insignia on anybody that would give me any other insight.
No.
Okay. Got it. So while I don't expect to see a spider, could see some masks. Okay.
Yeah, what's the web situation?
You don't see a big web motif or anything like that?
You don't see driders carrying crates or anything?
Correct. You guys make your way to the tavern.
Have a good pint. Wait for this all to blow over.
Okay. Find a cozy spot.
Mm-hmm.
Order a round of drinks.
Yep. You got a little bit of time before she's supposed to meet you.
I'm going to ask for fish.
Yeah.
God knows it's been a while since we've probably had actual meat.
Yeah.
No offense, I'm tired of eating your goddamn friends. I say as I shovel a massive, fish and chips
As
forkful.
we're walking, I want to get eyes on a large tree.
You're not going to find much in here.
Okay. Would I have been able to see any just outside the city as we flew in?
Sure.
Okay.
Enjoying fish and
Okay.
chips.
That makes travel from here one rest instead of multiple. So anywhere we want to go.
Let me go to the bathroom real quick. Sorry.
Good.
Yes, Trey. Would you like to conspire while Jeff is out of the room? Is that what the... Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
I won't completely spoil Jeff's party, but I'll definitely discuss. I'll answer yes or no questions or give you a radar. Not give you away any information that I
mean, the question I have, you may not answer or want to answer.
That's fair. Like I said, I don't want to pee in Jeff's Cheerios.
I don't know how much of it is important or will be. I don't know.
He's gone. Look at his notes. Yes.
Are Grumpf and Jarlaxle related?
That would be an easy question to ask. If you find, I would say you would feel fairly comfortable knowing that answer is no.
Oh, okay.
So are we just completely surrounded by Jarlaxle's mercenary group?
That's one thought. Just in the way that drow behave, it's a matriarchy. There are certain things going on.
It's entirely opposite of what it should be. Oh, here's another question. Are there females within the troop?
I am surprised that we're not seeing all males.
Yeah.
that should definitely be a question, because it is a matriarchal society that reports up to the Spider Queen. Ostensibly, all women are a part of the matriarchal society, like as a given.
Regardless of station.
In some ways, yes. Even if you're just the schmucky, mucking out the toilets, you still pray to Loth. You may not be a cleric, but there are no male clerics to Loth.
And essentially, any male non-sorcerers would still be like, what was the word you used? Deference?
Yeah, no, they're like, that's the thing. The women rule with an iron fist.
They would be subservient to the women, regardless of the woman's station, unless they were at a level of Grom.
No. If you were a housed male, you could treat female like staff members poorly.
Yeah.
But anybody who's close to you in the social pecking order, you would be expected to show deference to of some way, shape, or form, as a respect to the station. You would not see in a lot. So
I was reading that correct. All the questions you were asking, yeah.
Yeah. Because I think that from a social hierarchy, from a social pecking order, this is not what this interaction you're seeing here is not what you would see in most drow cities in the Underdark. This is not how men and women would interact if any of them had station. Now, that's not to say that women, all are immediately elevated above the men, but it usually goes to assume that the women will be in charge of the raiding parties. The women will,
Yeah. I think we're probably getting pretty close to recording.
Not yet. Not when I looked earlier. There's still a little bit of time.
Got ya.
I'm curious if Jeff has a big finisher for this evening.
Yeah, because we probably ought to be getting pretty close to it.
Shirley asked one question that I answered.
What's that?
He asked if Jarlaxle and Gromf would be related, and I told him he could be pretty confident in assuming that answer is no. I don't know if he would have gotten a last name on Jarlaxle, but I just figured based on station and understanding, it would not be out of the realm of possibility for him to know that that answer is probably no.
Nobody knows Jarlaxle's last name.
Correct. But just from the assumption of, hey, I go by, I'm just Sting, or I'm just Bono, and the fact that the drow hierarchy is based entirely off of named houses, like, it just goes to suppose that if you're a mercenary trading, pirating group, and you go by a single name, you're not likely connected to the leading house
You're not
of the largest drow city.
Connected to a drow house that's still operating.
They're reading a little bit into some of the social stuff that I was asking questions about.
Okay.
But I didn't give away too much from what I had already asked, so.
Anything you'd like to ask me?
There are questions Cody has, but I think it's a hop, skip, and a jump for Kira to know those.
My only question, I don't know how much pertinent it is even, like I was telling them, but I asked Cody if Gromf and
Jarlaxle
are related.
There's no indication to that.
Okay.
And the thing that I explained to Jeff, I found a way to phrase it better than when I talked to you a minute ago, is just that it's a social hierarchy where everyone is known by their house name, and nobody even knows what Jarlaxle's last name is. He's just Jarlaxle. So he does mercenary pirating trading work. So it's possible, but it would be presumed unlikely.
Okay.
Prince, could he be the man in the iron mask? Could he be, could he be the lost, forgotten son? It's possible, but not likely.
Well, see, the thing about drow houses, I mean, this would have been common knowledge for Mulveus or something like that.
I'd give it a lot more if Mulveus was still around.
Yes. You guys wouldn't necessarily know this, but once a drow matron has a son, if you have a second one, you sacrifice it.
The second son.
Yep. In the books that you read, the Homeland books about Dritz, the night that he was born, they were about to sacrifice him until they heard that the other son died.
Right. Because he was killed on the raid.
Right. He was killed, well, I guess it would be third brother. You can't have more than two. So maybe I'm
Yeah, I thought he had a brother.
Yeah, it was one brother that killed the other.
Right.
So now Drizzt wasn't the third son. That's right. I'm one off. But yeah.
The only other thing that I Cody would bring up, I just messaged you. I don't know if it's common enough knowledge. I don't think it is.
No.
Okay, so I thought.
I mean, maybe here on the surface there would be mention of Illustria.
But I just don't know if they would, if it's common enough knowledge.
Give me a religion check. Anybody can if they want to.
I'll roll a die.
Because I think that is potentially in play here.
Modified 20.
24.
You guys know that there are other drow gods. One of the main ones on the surface is Illustria. A lot of the drow that break away from Menzoberranzan and things like that, and the worship of Loth, end up with Illustria. There's also other evil gods that are tied to Loth, but not in accordance with.
Is Illustria also evil?
Oh no.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, what is Illustria?
Like god
Chaotic,
of
chaotic good.
Yeah.
God of the moon.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Kind of like moon wilderness druid type,
Yeah, I think
dance
so.
in the forest naked type shit.
Gotcha.
Because I didn't know if they would know things like Verun and all the socio-political stuff that gets involved with that or not. I didn't know.
Probably not, because most of the news that would come out of Menzoberranzan was Loth is it.
Yeah, 100%.
Because if you in Menzoberranzan, if you worship somebody other than Loth, you are executed. But yes, there are other deities besides Loth that are worshipped.
Which would be a natural connection if you're seeing different social interactions. That there's
Gotcha.
additional, not only social hierarchy differences going on, but also religious and, sort of cultural goals and everything like that.
Right.
So that's the thing. If they are refugees from Menzoberranzan, which is possible, they're not acting like people from Menzoberranzan. Doesn't mean that they're not, but that's just my presumption, Cody, from what Jeff has told me. That's kind of what I'm hoping to discuss with Canterbury.
As you find your way to the tavern, you do notice that the sign is probably not what you expect.
Okay.
It's not one-eyed Jack apostrophe S.
It's an X.
It's an X.
The sign have a dark-skinned man with a flamboyant hat and feather?
It does not.
Okay, just curious.
I mean, I assumed the same thing when you just it's too close of a coincidence.
Mm-hmm.
I still want my fish.
Yeah, you go in, you get your fish, you get drinks, you sit and wait. Eventually, Canterbury comes walking in.
What's up, girlfriend?
It is good to see you in one piece, Kira.
Yeah, there are several that, I've left pieces of me all over the Underdark, but...
I've died twice.
Yeah. Ringo, Shep.
So what brings you here?
There's a construction project going on with some unique architects.
You could say that. How much do you know?
Enough. He's important to stopping it, I can tell you that much. Probably be nice to have a chat. Which is better than I thought what we were going to have to do, which was steal from him. I don't know how friendly the terms are.
I mean, he's kind of an asshole.
Yeah, well.
Your dad said the same.
My dad probably thinks he's more of an asshole than I do.
Was I asleep? When was this?
What's
Yes,
that?
Go back to sleep.
What'd you say?
I said, was I asleep? I don't remember.
Where are all the drow coming from?
They're rebuilding Luskan
Right, but why?
because their boss told them to.
And their boss is...
Old Jax?
Yeah, that's a fair bet. Fair guess.
Okay. Cody knows what that means.
Their boss owns a restaurant.
Yep. Just regular motherfucking Bobby Flay. That's Jerlaxle.
They've been here for years. If it wasn't for him, I don't
call it a comeback.
If it wasn't for him, I don't think that the city would still be functioning.
As we walked from where we entered to here, how busy, bustling
Not very.
was it? Okay.
Like we were saying, there's only like 1 in 6 buildings that are occupied.
I think you said 1 in 6 were destroyed.
Yeah, that too.
Oh, okay.
I'm not as worried about Jerlaxle's doings as I am about,
Yeah,
I said we need something from him if we're going to make it stop.
I can set up an introduction, but I don't know how helpful he'll be able to be.
We've been known to be persuasive.
Just look at that put on.
How helpful do you think you'll be able to be? And a chair will pull out, and a man will sit down.
Now, when you say man,
Yep,
human,
The man?
looks like it. Dark skinned, not like
incredibly tanned.
incredibly tanned. Yes,
Not
Yeah.
drow.
no, absolutely not
and-
human.
Bald, I believe.
No, this guy's not. Dark curly hair. If you had to guess, Kalimshan.
And you are...
I'm Kasan, but I think you know who I am.
So is this like a rental agreement for you folks? Is this, timeshare? You all sitting around and singing Kumbaya?
No, all this is Jerlax. This isn't me.
No. And I point south, west.
Oh, the tower?
We point at the tower we saw walking over here.
Yeah.
It needed rebuilt, and they'll need somebody to watch it.
Right. I get why you're here. I'm more curious about your guest.
Okay, Jeff is confused. Which guest?
Gromp.
You're talking to Gromp.
I don't know that. I'm talking to a human. So, egg on my face.
Yes.
Wait a minute.
Based on everything she's told me, I would have expected smarter.
Yeah, well...
Barbarian.
He's the barbarian I knew. I just don't
And
talk
why is he
much.
doing the talking for you?
Because
I
they're
don't
all...
know the lore. Jackass, you know why I'm not talking.
Well, we didn't run from the demon lords. We killed 2 of them, so, however you'd like to keep score. How many have you put away? We'd appreciate your help in undoing your mistake.
Mistake, yes.
She's not clever enough. Maybe she is.
We saw it in the library
Well,
and his reaction to it. It obviously wasn't his plan.
no, but to think that he didn't execute it specifically is missing the writing on the wall that there's only one that's not walking around. I don't know what happened to your spell. I don't know, but apparently we're trying to, put them all back where they belong, and we need your help to do that.
Really? How so?
Well, the barbarian will continue to speak about magic things that I do not understand, but
We
apparently...
need to reverse engineer the spell, essentially, that you...
Fucked.
Yeah.
That is well beyond any of you.
It's not any of us that will be doing it.
We're the Gophers. Your spell book, if you don't mind.
I don't have it. I don't have that particular book.
You mind...
Who is going to reverse engineer my spell?
A friend. Pretty cool guy.
He's got a tower of his own, actually.
Silly man. Tall hat.
Wizard on it. 2 Z's.
Means he's extra wizardy.
You can sit here and look at me and not explain things if you want, but
I don't know. Do you guys want to tell him who the wizard is?
Not particularly.
Where is the book?
who do you think is going to be able to decipher my spell? You sound confident. I would like to know. I don't hand this type of power out to people.
trying to remember everything about it. Because he's from a house that was destroyed, right?
I honestly don't remember.
Devere. Isn't that no longer... It was a house that was destroyed, right? Was Devere the house that was destroyed by Duerden?
Are you asking Jeff?
I'm asking Jeff.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know enough about wizard shit to know if giving someone a name is a bad thing. I assume that it is.
Usually, yeah.
Just especially in general, in this case, I think it's especially not good.
It's
Could I just give a last name?
No,
It's probably worse.
because wasn't he the last one?
Yeah, but it wasn't Gromph. It wasn't Bonray. That it wouldn't have been their house that would have had any issue with him being alive anyways. It was the Duerdens who are already gone.
I always feel like they all had issues with all of them being alive, in a sense.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be quid pro quo, so unless you have a clever response... I don't have a clever retort to Jeff right now, so we have to give him something.
I was just going to give him the last name.
Give him the last name.
Devere. Probably haven't heard that name in a while.
I haven't.
No. There's at least one left.
If it's somebody who can decipher my spell, then I'm 99% sure I know who you're talking about.
Well, good. So let's get the
Vizer-
spell book and get on with the...
Vizerin is still alive.
We didn't get a first name.
He's a mysterious man. Tall hat.
Two Z's.
Okay, I need details. What is he having you do?
We need your book.
We are collecting components to put Pandora back in her box.
What has he had you collect?
Some hearts, some angel feathers. I will be very vague.
Some eggs.
Some nasty stuff.
You literally see him pull out a little notebook and start scribbling in a notebook.
Like the ingredients.
No, like you can get a look at it. He's holding it right there in front of you. It's equations.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to figure out what exactly you're trying to do. He's not going to give you his work without knowing what you're going to use
I mean,
it for.
I've got all of
We
it.
told him.
No,
what we
no,
were
I
using it
mean,
for.
where's the-
We told him we're trying to reimburse the spell. Like, what
Where's
else
the
do you
what?
wanna know?
Well, right, but once you tell him Vizerin is involved in this, he doesn't trust a goddamn thing that Vizerin has told you.
Should we?
That's a very good question.
Like, for all we know, we're making it worse.
What do you... Was that a yes?
So
Let him fight it out.
the whole idea is a calling.
A calling or a culling?
A calling. From what you're telling me, this ritual that he's putting together, you're trying to call them all together in one place.
I believe that was the gist of it, yes.
Yes, that is what Vizerin told
Yeah,
you.
no, I remember it.
Yeah.
No, but you have a sending stone for Vizerin. Hand it to Grumph.
That's a good point. They could just have a chat right now.
But I want to know what's said.
Yeah, and you wouldn't.
Anything you want to ask him?
This thing have a speakerphone.
I can... I
Put
can
it on
ask
speaker!
him.
Put it on speaker!
No, I don't. I wouldn't trust anything he told me. There's no point. Did he tell you where he wants you to draw them?
Well, it was all about drawing them to a single point, and then there was another effect which was actually going to banish them, but I don't remember what it was. Is it us killing them?
You're dragging all these rabid dogs into one spot, hoping that they will fight each
That's
other.
right.
He told you that he needed to do it in Menzel Berenson.
I thought that was the case.
Fair point.
And so long as you're relating this to Grumph, he will tell you that's bullshit.
Well, yeah,
it doesn't.
probably.
You can do it anywhere.
Sure,
You don't have to do it there.
So why would he choose that?
because they murdered his entire family and threw him out of town.
And because he wants to destabilize the matriarchy.
Isn't that what you want?
To an extent,
Good
yes.
point.
I mean, I'm pretty sure this whole thing started with him trying to ruin the connection to Loth in the first place, but
I don't think so.
I don't know. It's ironic that she's not
Well,
here, so I wonder if that was the spell.
Tit for tat, what were you trying to do?
I was trying to summon a demon lord.
It worked.
In control of it.
Oh, that didn't work.
Why?
Why summon him?
Yeah.
For power.
Aren't you pretty cool wizard guy?
I'm a pretty cool wizard in the middle of a city full of even cooler priestesses. For all my power, there's a whole city worth ready to stand against me. I don't have the power to make change. So how much of all this are you guys explaining to him? The whole thing?
Apparently not.
Everything that's going on?
I mean, to me, I'm telling him what he needs to know. We are reversing the spell. We are bringing them all together in the hopes that they beat the shit out of each other. We're collecting these items. We need his spell book to continue.
Right.
And I'm flaunting the fact that we've killed 2 of them already.
Yeah. He will pick apart the points of everything that Vizaren has said. Give you a more factual idea of what is going to happen, what you guys are going to have to handle. And he says this maze engine that you tell me about. From what you guys have found out, I think that may be one of the most powerful weapons that you may have against these demon lords. The Modrons called it an orderer. It makes me think that it's a, oh my god, I can't think of the word now.
Orderer. Put her back together.
It looks an orrery. The thing that, the model of the plains.
Yeah.
It's, I've read about them. They set things back to order.
Okay.
Provided it's working, provided you can turn it on, it might do more than Vizaren is currently able to do. If you can get all of them there, that may be your easiest bet.
Don't look at me, I'm not a magic person. I like the giant kaiju fight myself. I think that sounds awesome.
Sounded really cool. Yeah.
Well, we can't get
Except
him
we'll
to
have to fight whatever's left or whatever
but
team's
first
up
you
against
need
us.
my book, right?
Yes.
Correct.
He'll look over to the bar. Can you get him in? And
Get what? Can you get, what did you say?
can you get them in?
Them in. I thought you said men, and I was like, who's a men?
Is
And-
Jarlaxle behind the bar?
It's not actually Jarlaxle. He's still down below. Yeah, we can set something up.
It's the Bob's Burgers equivalent to a drow. What are the specials? Like, what kind of funny burgers do they have in this place?
No, it's a human guy behind the bar.
A human guy or a human guy?
No, a human guy with a fancy jewel-hilted dagger on his belt.
Oh.
Yep.
Bouncer.
Yep.
Isn't that like a sign of rank?
No,
No? Okay.
it's another character.
Only Cody knows.
Yeah, I don't think you've gone far enough in the books for him. But, yes, if we can get you down there, we can get you through the city.
The city.
So we need to break into...
Yeah, it'll be less breaking in so long as I can tell you where to go and what to do.
Escaping.
Huh?
More like escaping.
No, you'll be sneaking in, but you won't have to do a whole lot of the breaking in. Jarlaxle can get you can get you through the city and into Sorcerer.
There any big plants in the middle of Sorcerer?
No.
Okay. Let's make sure I grab.
I'm trying to think what the area of town is. Donegarten, I think, is where they have the larger fungal growths.
I'll just bring it with me. Plant growth.
Yeah.
You can get us in, I can get us out.
Okay.
We just have to make our way through the entirety of Sorcerer to the tallest tower of the scariest place.
That shouldn't be too much trouble. The Council of Spiders will get you in. Will get you through Sorcerer.
So where's the hard part?
The hard part's going to be surviving this ritual.
Is it too late to tell you that I have arachnophobia?
Yes.
Fair point.
All right. Can't wait to go to Sorcerer.
Oh Jesus!
Just gonna say that when you're not yawning.
No, it's just because I know the landscape. Like, it was great to come up to the surface and to get Jarlaxle's help and to get the bartender to help. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think that's the next step, right? We plan the entrance, we plan the run to Menzoberranzan to get his book. We get information from Gromph, and we get information from Jarlaxle, and we get information from the mysterious bartender, who I will call Strider, given nothing else from Jeff at the moment.
Anyone want to come with?
No, big damn heroes.
Do you have any magical items that could help us upon our quest?
You have a key to your tower so we don't get incinerated.
Yes, and that's basically what he'll give you.
I'll take that.
He'll give you a one-time token to get you through. Next time we'll...
Travel to the city.
Yeah. Finally going to the City of Spiders.
In the city of spiders, Menzoberranzan,
We gotta be getting close to the end.
Underdark.
Yeah, we are.
I mean, every time we're getting closer.
No, I mean, it just seems like this is like a big step towards the end.
Well, yeah, you guys made me rewrite this shit. I'm skipping to the end.
Shit. No one made you do shit.
Our title track, Elders, is provided by Sleep for the Weary off their debut album, Nocturnes. Learn more about the band at sleepfortheweary.com. Want to continue the conversation? Find us on Facebook at Fans of the Rancor's Brothel or on Twitter at Rancors_Brothel. Need more actual play episodes? Find over 1,000 individual episodes at our website, rancorsbrothel.com. Thank you for listening. Much love, and keep circulating the tapes.
Tidal waves when it's your